Hi all, welcome back to the Final Whistle for another stream on the channel. Hope everyone's well. Welcome back to the Transfer Deadline Day live as we discuss everything Leicester City. A lot to discuss. I put a bloody wrong graphic up, but we're good. But yeah, how is everyone? Hope everyone's good. What's everyone's thoughts on the transfer deadline day so far? Let me know in the comments. Give me a second. I'm just... give me 2 seconds. Let me just download this one. That's what I want. Yeah. Hope everyone's good though. Ollie, how are we, mate? Hope you good? Jordan James, I believe the medical's done, mate. All right, Jack, how are we, Callum? Welcome back, lads. Not sure how we are going to cope without Woyo. It's not really played, has he? That's the thing. That is the problem with Woyo Coulibaly. He hasn't played, which, had to get rid of him, I'm afraid. Guys, as always, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and you haven't subscribed to the Final Whistle, please get down and do so. It will help me out massively. But yeah, hopefully we can manage to get some deals done. Yeah, Leicester seems to be quite busy today, don't they? Regarding all the transfers and that. Worcester to Newcastle. Edison looks like he's going to Fenerbahce. Yeah, we're going to be here now. I'm going to chat. We're going to discuss everything. Shaping up for a good day. It is. It is, yeah. I barely put the wrong graphic up. Evening, mate. Happy to strike, but need more. We do. I thought you went Stuttgart. No. Leave my bloody thing alone, man. You know what? Next stream, I'm putting a cap on. Minding it. Are you going to get a new trim now, Bilal? I don't have this trim because Bilal was here. My hairdresser is very much. He always does the same haircut. We always have a skin fade, short on top. Yeah, wish to turn his top, Rick Devali. Yeah. Who was it? Isak's gone to Liverpool. £125 million. I mean, that's a big money, that. Massive money. But let's get into it anyway. So, Julian Carranza has joined Leicester City. The Argentine comes with what we did have in Argentinians. Buonanotte, Leonardo Ulloa, Esteban Cambiaso. We've had a few good Argentina players. And yeah, there he is. Looks a bit like a bloody... Star Wars advert, doesn't it? Coming soon. Crazy. Here we go. Yeah. Surely we get at least one more through the door. So, Julian Carranza is one that's going to be a loan with an option to buy at the end of it. Decent record in the MLS. Not quite for Feyenoord, but, some teams suit other players better. Yeah, there he is. Finally, we brought a striker in. That's the main thing. Finally, we brought a bloody striker in. I'd rather he just signed him, Liam. Yeah. That change was all over us when we played Birmingham. We looked really good. Yeah. It did look good. I agree. It looked very good. We will be live later on for the late night whistle to do the post transfer deadline day with the boys. The boys will be back with me later on. And yeah, we've just come on here to discuss everything else, which is interesting. So it looks very much like Carranza in. Bilal El Khannouss and Woyo Coulibaly out the door at Leicester City. I don't know what sort of deal Koulibaly is. Gianluca Damasio is, come on, please do a deadline day show. That's what we're here for, I'm not sure what type of deal the Koulibaly one is. It hasn't been confirmed. Fossub sent it me earlier. I'm just trying to have a read through it. That's what I'm trying to work out. We brought him for €3 million, I'm so stupid. Just read the title. Yeah. But yeah, it's one that's a transfer window deadline, we bloody ain't had for bloody a long time, What did we sign? Who did we sign last time? Who did we get through the door last time? Oh, we had Red Ward, wasn't it? Odson Edward come last time. Year before that, Tom Cannon came in on deadline day. So, yeah, we've got about an hour and 35 minutes of the transfer window left. Yeah, I'm all right, thanks. I don't want Liam Cooper nowhere near the club, if I'm honest. It is good to see, though, that we've actually bringing players in. Loans would probably be the ideal option for Leicester this window, which is good. Hopefully, we do announce Jordan James to come in very soon. I know Leicester fans are quite panicking on what's going on. Are we going to sign him? Who are we going to sign? Nobody knew about the Jack Harrison deal, did they? Before, which is interesting, to say the least. Let's have a recap then. So, Bilal El Khannouss is left. See you later, fella. He's left for a loan, which is an obligation to buy. It is add-ons as well. It is a deal in the worth of €30 million. I think they're buying for in the end. Obviously, Leicester do make £5 million in money for him for the loan. Obviously, it is €30 million plus add-ons. So if you include the loan, it probably work out to be about 35, potentially rise to €40 million. That is. But yeah, Bilal is out the door. A player that very much refused to play. A player that just didn't want to be here. And Marty had to get rid, And that's the reality of it in modern football. These players do these type of things. You look at Wissa at Brentford, refused to play, refused to train, weren't professional about it at all. Got his move today. Alexander Isak, same. Forced his way out. And this is what Bilal, he'll play in the Europa League with Stuttgart. And this is it. I personally think another centre-back wouldn't have hurt. Potentially, yeah. It depends who you sold though, wouldn't it? Because not Bilal. Wow, Fass. He's been rumoured with a lot of teams this transfer window, but he don't look like he's going anywhere anytime soon. Victor Christensen, Nottingham Forest, nothing's really been said regarding that one. So it's a tough situation. It is. It's a very tough situation we've sort of put ourselves in here. Bilal, we probably could have sold him to Crystal Palace for £30 million and be done with it. You know, a player that was very unsettling in the squad. Marty, I think, handled it fantastically well with only playing players that actually want to be committed and play for this football club rather than players who don't. So he takes them out of the situation and says, well, that's fine then, isn't it? We'll get you rid. But it's one of them situations where we've sort of put ourselves in because Bilal didn't want to play. According to Fossil, Jordan James and Aaron Ramsey are done deals, media being done. That's according to Fossil, by the way. We smashed it. Still time for a winger. Obligation to buy, so he won't. Yeah. He won't be coming back to Leicester City, Bilal El Khannouss. Who we signed then, Jack? Well, we've signed Julian Carranza for now, which is a good deal for Leicester City. Which is a good thing. It is good that we've got that deal done. We were panicking. Are we actually going to sign a striker? I'm convinced Alves could have slotted right in with Bilal going. He's a good head on him. Buonanotte, yeah, he's on loan at Chelsea. That proves how good of a player he is, you know. If Chelsea's signing him, Ruud van Nistelrooy had a stinker, man, in the way he treated him and that, you know. And this, what I said about Ruud, many players, it was just like you drop them for whatever reason. Koulibaly, is it a permanent? Which one? Which one are we talking about? Is a permanent? Would have liked to have got him back, yeah. I mean, he'd have ripped up the championship at Buonanotte. So, yeah, it's an interesting one. But Bilal El Khannouss, I just think this one's written by his HR, agency, whatever. Thank you to the club and Kuntop for having given me the opportunity to play for this badge. I want to thank all my teammates, managers, fans, everyone who belongs to the club for everything the past 12 months. I wish you nothing but the best. This place will forever be part of my story. Well, it's all right saying this place will be forever part of my story. The way you've ended it, it's very unprofessional and it's disgusting. I'll say it as it is. He's not handled it well. A player that does very much have a high ceiling. He's a good player, but the way he's handled it, the way he handled it with Genk before, and then forced his way to Leicester, and then forced his way out of this time, refused to play. I want to play. You sort of get players do want to play at the highest level, and they do want to play in Europe and that. But there's a way of dealing it. You know, you look at Ebery Eze and Mark Guay. They played for their club. Palace, they trained. Bilal El Khannouss trained but didn't want to play at all. So it's like, okay then, like you've refused to play. So that sort of leaves a bad taste in Leicester fans' mouths, isn't it? When you start saying, I'll sit in the stands, I'll do this, I'll do that, and things start coming out like that. You know? It's a loan with an option to buy, to be fair, mate. Enjoys all the talent. Woyo Coulibaly is going back to the Serie A. Yeah. Thank the Lord it was Bilal went and not Fatawu. Loyalty, innit? Loyalty. Stavros. Fatawu's loyalty, mate. These agents are a major part of the problem, I think, especially with these young players. They are. Of course they are. They want the biggest fees. They want the biggest fees. That's exactly what it is. Bilal's handled it unprofessionally, though. He's handled the situation badly, you know. And this is what he gets remembered for. Is there not a chance Bilal comes back? No. It's an obligation to buy, which means to buy him. Talent but arrogant. He won't go far. He'll probably do it at Stuttgart, if I'm honest. I anticipate this move will affect his season ahead and he'll end up in the lower tier club wanted. It's a shame. Bilal El Khannouss' attitude is the opposite of his talent. Yeah, he's a talented footballer, but his attitude's a completely different kettle of fish with it, you know. I'm bitter towards anyone who disrespects my club. No one's bigger than the badge. Nobody. Do you know what? I'm glad Marty's put his foot down with it and said, if you don't want to be here, out the door. We'll get somebody else who does want to be here and put the shirt on and give 100%. Because you've seen it in the Preston game. He didn't care. Dragged him off at half-time. Charlton game come. Didn't play. The Birmingham game. Didn't play. And this is the problem with modern football. And I keep saying it. I don't want him. I don't care even if it's a loan. Yeah. Refuses to play and forces a move, but ends up at Stuttgart. Seems a very sideways move for me, especially if we go back up. Do we have any other signings coming in? It looks like Jordan James will be joining Leicester City and Aaron Ramsey. Yeah, James has just confirmed it for me there as well. Yeah, they are close. That's what I've heard earlier on. The deals are close. They are at the training ground. Marty is all about unity and connection. He said it himself. Love it. Exactly. Stamp it out. He wants players that are committed to him and respects him and gives everything for him. And if they're not going to do that and they want out, it's bye-bye. But no, it's good to see that we are having a quite busy transfer deadline day. If we get 3 in, then 3 decent players. Which Aaron Ramsey, the Burnley one. It's not the ex-Arsenal one, don't worry. He's retired, I believe. It's the one from Burnley. How long do we have to announce all our signings, or is there a deadline for when we need to? I believe if you have like the documents, then you can get it done quite later. But it's a 7 p.m. deadline. That's what it is. No, it's 7 p.m. The next hour and 25 minutes. I think Scotland's around about 11 p.m, isn't it? 10, 11 p.m. I tell you what, could Brendan Rodgers make a move for Patson Daka? They want 2 strikers. Marty's contract, 3 years. Three-year contract, yeah. Yeah, 3 years. 3-year deal. But no, the way I like I'd say is, Bilal's gone now. We move on. We get players in that want to be here. We push as a team. When the window closes, it will all calm down. And we go. We go and turn it to the net, take it to the next level. You know, I believe in what Marty's saying and what he's doing. He's doing all the right things. He's speaking the right things. And when this transfer window shuts, we play. And we just build as a team, that unity, that philosophy, that culture in the squad. It's going to be massive. Is the Bilal an obligation? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is an obligation, Paul, yeah. We'll have some nice money to spend if we go back up this season. Yeah, it looks like it. It does look like it. Look, this might just be me, but I've seen more from Daka this season as any other energy-wise, chasing balls. I know we need more, but press is better. It might press better, but we need goals. Striker is for goals. It's not just for chasing the ball. Do you know what I mean? How long till JJ and Ramsey are coming to the KP? Well, they are at the training ground. I believe they've done the medicals. Where are the points deduction coming? Not heard nothing. Nothing at all. I don't even know what's happening. I'm probably the wrong person to ask. If we go up, Bilal will wanting to stay. Yes, he's just spoiled. They don't want to handle the tough patches. The thing is with players, I get they want to play at the highest level, and I get they want to play in Europe and that, and play on the stages and that. There's a way of handling yourself. But as soon as you start disrespecting a club and not playing, and them sort of things happening, nah, out the door. See you later. Don't bother coming back, because you don't want players like that, because that's what disrupts a team's mentality, the squad's togetherness and that. Players like that. Daka wouldn't work in a, well, Aaron Ramsey, only about 45. It's not Aaron Ramsey, mate. Need to get Tanner on again. Yeah, hopefully I can get Rob on. I know he's wrote a tweet today, hasn't he? Get rid of Daka if only the wages off the books. Bloody, I got 2 different polls in. I'm just trying to work them out by profile pictures and which one I'm talking to. Midfielder, Aaron Ramsey, JJ, Samara, the championship isn't ready. I hope Julian is similar to Vardy. I won't say he's got the pace of Vardy. It's one of these situations that you can't really look at. Sorry, Paul. No, it's good to have Pauls in. You know, I go on with a lot of Pauls at the football. I know a lot of them, so don't worry. I don't know if you're one of them I have spoke to at away games or home games. You know, if you have, stick the thumbs up. I've never really rated him. Anyway, Argentinians always have a lot of grit, so it could be a decent signing. They've got a lot of passion as well. We've had quite a few Argentinians at Leicester City, by the way. Ajoa, Cambiasso, Buonanotte, and now the man himself, Correnza. I don't know what Dan's doing, but yeah. Reese, hello.
Hello, I'm back.
What's happening?
Well, from what I've been told by Uncle Clibo's source, that obviously the deals for Ramsey and JJ are all done. We were informed that about 2 hours ago, I believe. And from what they were saying as well, they are hopeful to get one more in. But they didn't say which position. They didn't say which positions. I'm like, you can't leave me on a quick cliffhanger like that. And he went, we can't say any more. That's what they said to me. So that's what they said to Uncle Clib, and he's told me. So fingers crossed, eh?
Someone left me on a bloody cliffhanger earlier. They said to me, they saw Nathan Redmond's in talks. I was like, nah. It was Fossil, and it Fossil were like, Nathan Redmond's in talks. I said, no. And it's just like, honestly. Bit off topic, Jack, mate, but what's the situation with the proposal stadium expansion? I think they've got till 2026. But if they don't, they've got to pay a couple of million, I think it is, to redo it again. Seems a year ago since planning permission was approved. Can they afford it? That's the problem. I spoke to you at Wembley, FA Cup final. Yes, I remember. Julian Carranza from Argentina, he drinks right being a Leicester are massive. Hopefully a centre-back, left-back comes in. 4 signings in one day would be mental. Any other Leicester links? I wouldn't say so at the minute. 3 is what the main ones are that's been linked to Leicester City, Jordan James. Then we've got Carranza, which is a done deal. We've got Aaron Ramsey, not the Aaron Ramsey who played for Arsenal, by the way.
Oh God.
But yeah. What's your thoughts on Carranza?
From what I've seen, I like the look of him. Very all-rounder. 6 foot tall, 25, so fits Marty's profile of age. Like you were just saying before I came on, very passionate. You know, he likes to get stuck in. So I like I like the sound of that. I think we need. It looks like a poacher as well, and we need we need a fox in the box, and obviously we ain't really got one of them at the minute. So hopefully it can be that problem to us, you know, with our strikers not scoring at the minute, because we ain't had a striker to score a goal yet this season. So I'm very optimistic with it, and I think he'll be a good signing in the end. So touch wood.
It looks like Jack's got a mirror on it. I don't wear one of them bloody Leicester City things in this type of weather, mate. I'm sorry, that's why I got my hoodie on.
I'm a bit cold, so I've had to put mine on.
Hi guys, Carranza, very exciting. I mean, do you know what? When you were talking, I just felt that real like American accent in him. You could hear it. And my dad said to me, he said, ain't he supposed to be Argentinian? I said, yeah. He said, yeah, he played in the MLS. He said, that's what I was asking you. So he obviously must have been born in America, born in the US, obviously played in the MLS. You obviously pick up that sort of vibe, don't you? You know, and obviously when you go to Netherlands, they speak good English as well. So it's like you learn as you go along. And it's good to see, though, that, you know, he's happy. He spoke to the manager. He told him what he wants from him. He said, you know, I'll give everything for the badge. And that's what you like to hear. That's music to your ears, isn't it? The striker's going to come in and he wants to give everything for the club. And that's what you could say for a player like that over some of these who have been played for the club for a couple of years. And you think some ain't really gave enough in what we expect. But there's loyalty in football, Reece. And Abdul Fattah was one of them. Was Woyo £3 million? Yeah, it was £3 million. But it's how much we're actually going to get back for him. I'm not really sure what the Koulibaly deal is. I don't know whether it's a loan or a permanent. The deal's believably done. That's just come out of nowhere by Damasio. It's like, hold on a minute. What's going on here? I mean, this guy's not been seen for a long time in the team. So I think
we've done really well to keep our links very quiet this season, because a lot of, I mean, it's the two, Ronnie, for fuck's sake. I think we've done well to keep our links quiet this season. Like it's been very close shop, because obviously you see John Percy tweet a lot about us, and he's not been tweeting about us a lot this season. So I think we've done well to keep these deals quiet on the low key, and they strike me as very much Marty signings, in my opinion. So let's just be fingers crossed they're all three impact signings. They all strike to me as well, Jack, that they're going to be signings that have come straight into the starting 11 as well. I don't know if you agree.
Yeah, I agree. Correnza's also said, I know the team, I know the institution as well. We all know around the world what this team is. When the opportunity came, I had no doubts about it.
I mean, it could be PR trained. It could be anything that could. But it looks like he's speaking from the heart. You know, you can tell when something's PR trained. You can tell when something's like spoke from the heart and stuff. So, but yeah, like I said, let's just see how he does. I'm behind.
Do you want to see a passion from an actual manager and not a player who didn't care and didn't want to play? Is that what you want to see? A bit someone who's actually got passion for this football club rather than someone who's just moved on. That's what I like to see. Players with purpose and managers who know what they want and how to get it. There you go. All done and dusted, mate. Any updates on potential signings? Jordan James the medical's done. Aaron Ramsey, the medical's done. It's just all this media. They like to look like the bloody in the Star Wars bloody trilogy, don't they? How they've bloody gone about doing the Carranza one. Maybe Leicester City might turn into Star Wars on Netflix. You might see a little documentary, Leicester City's documentary with Star Wars on. Yeah, Ross, we're not resting around with bloody South American accents, mate. It's J1 and J2. James scored a brace against us in Birmingham in the last championship season. Indeed, he only scored worldies. Fingers crossed James can do the same. Evening, Jack and Reece. Can't remember the last time we was this busy on the on the last day of the transfer window. We was talking about that earlier, wasn't we, Reece? That when was the real last time Leicester City did a lot on a deadline day?
I think the last time we were busy was when I think it was the 2016 one when we signed Slimani and we tried to get Adrian Silva through the door that same window. I think that was the last time we were busy. Or you could go back to the 2018 one when we signed Soyuncu and Begovic. Was it Begovic? Not Begovic. Benkovic. That's it.
Benkovic.
No, Benkovic. Oh yeah, Dragovic as well. Yeah. So I think. Yeah, but a lot of our deadline day signings haven't been great in recent history. So let's hope. But I do believe that these targets, they seem to be calculated, and the targets that the club have wanted for a while. They're just waiting for the right opportunity to get them.
Jordan James plays as a DM. Yeah, he does. Ramsey can also play as a centre mid and a centre attacking mid. Jordan James can play versatile in that middle pivot, the CDM and the centre attacking mid. Jordan James though is better as a number 6 than a number 8 is what I've been told. Perth, who are we signing? You're in the future. Steve's winding him up. Jordan James will rock this town. There will be another richer scale waiting. When should we expect for Leicester to post a new players? Well, they did say the transfer deadline signing before. Hopefully they can get one for 6 o'clock, which would be nice while we're actually sat on here. That's awful from Skip's dad. Sorry, Steve.
Bastard.
Joe Bugner. When he a wrestler, Joe Bugner?
I ain't got a clue.
Joe Bugner, when he a wrestler? I swear he was. Joe Bugner. Yeah, he was a boxer, wasn't he? He was a boxer.
Oh,
Joe Bugner. Yeah, so he's
I wonder if Uncle Clibbo would know him. Yeah, he does, yeah.
He's a boxer. Yeah, sorry. Wrestling and bloody boxing, it's still the same thing. It's still a squared ring. They just bloody punched the shit out of each other.
Got a question for you, Jack. So let's say we get these 3 done. Let's say they're done. Ramsey, James, and Correnza, whatever his fucking names, I can't pronounce it. Right, and you can make one more signing. Would you rather sign a left back or a backup winger?
Oh, see, I think. See, that's the thing with Leicester now. So we've got Koulibaly and Luco, and we've got Ricardo. We've then got Luke Thomas and Victor Christensen as an insult. So we've got 4 fullbacks, which I think we're fine with. Wingers, we've got enough. I think we've got Mavadidi, Monga, Fatawu, and Marcel at this minute in time. So I would have maybe preferred bringing Ivanovic in from Millwall. So we can actually buy for £10 million. It's a long-term investment. I think it'd have worked better and ideal for Leicester that we did bring in 2 strikers and then sell someone like Patson Daka on. Is Ramsey and James definitely coming?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's all done, Keith. It's all done.
He fought Ali twice, Joe Bugner. Yeah.
Wow.
Left back as both ours is shit.
I agree. I agree with that. I'd rather get a left back in, a starting one that would fit the system.
We are going live at 8:30. We will be back to do a post transfer deadline day show to get everyone involved. Plus, we have more than enough wingers. Exactly. Question for both J1 and J2. You sound like we've bloody got blocks in the Leicester City Stadium, Ross. Is it a good window with some players going to settle the wage bill and PSR? I would say so. The only thing I would have criticised is if we didn't bring anybody in. That's why I'd criticise. I think we've had a good window in getting players out. El Khannouss, who didn't want to be here. Wilfred Ndidi, we got money for. Matt Hermanson, McAteer and James Justin are the 2 star deals of the transfer window for Leicester with the money we actually got for them. Connor Cody, £2 million. And, the El Khannouss one might have been a loan, but we had to get rid of him. We did, and the club have made that decision. I know it's not what we wanted, a permanent deal, and I was pissed off with it yesterday when seeing it. I probably still am rattled about it now, but it is what it is.
You think about it, Jack. Yeah, we might not have sold him this window, but they've got an obligation to buy, so that's about 30 million quid through the door. So there's your PSR for next. There's your PSR for next season.
You just hope he has a good season there, so they do think about really buying him, and then they can stick an obligation in, can't they, on his contract to go and sell him to another club.
But by the looks of what I've seen with all the outgoings, there's been a lot of lessons learned. You know, with all the selling like McAteer for 12 million, like pulled the pants down. Connor Cody, we managed to get money for him somehow, and Didi was gone for 9 million or something like that. You know, so we have. I think hands up. I don't like the bloke, but John Rudkin deserves credit for the outgoings and sorting out the wage bill.
I still think Daka and Fass will go to Saudi and Turkey.
Only if we get replacements.
Interesting, actually, that one, because their windows are going to be still open after this. So they might have a look at the Leicester squad and think, who could we get? I think Christensen were linked with a Turkey move once upon a time. JJ for £10 million is madness. It's crazy.
I forgot about JJ, yeah.
Cody, you mean Mr. Podcast? Yeah, sorry. I didn't have the headphones on when I was calling him Connor Cody, sorry. But yeah, guys, always hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. 73 of you in. Appreciate all the support. We'll set the like target for this one at 70 likes, so if we can hit that, it'd be much appreciated. 5 million up front for Bilal and then 25 million next year is what I heard about Bilal. Not bad business.
I agree. It's not bad business at all.
The thing is, if you keep him, Reece, and you then looking at it, man's going to unsettle that squad completely. He's going to be that one in the changing room where it's just going to cause a lot of bloody mess in it, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean, the problem here, Uncle Clibbo called it, you know, when we signed him. We need to be careful because he did the dirty on Genk when we signed him. So he has got a reputation for it. And by the looks of it, though, Marty's basically said, I don't care who you are. I don't give a monkeys if you're Lionel Messi. If you're causing crap in my dressing room, you are out the door. And I like that. So, you know, there have been managers that have tried to, you know, just because he's a top player for the club, they might try and keep him on side. But he's like, no, get rid. And I like that. So, yeah, bad eggs are out of the dressing room now. So there's only a couple more left, I'd say. But we've done really well. According
to LCFC Daily News, I don't know where it's got the source from, but I'm going to read it anyway. Leicester City's initial plan was to bring in 5 signings today at the deadline. Correnza is already done. James and Ramsey should be next, and they're working on 2 other names.
Well, did I not say 5 on one of your streams not long ago? I said 5.
Do you know what, right? It wouldn't surprise me if they announced these 2 at 6 o'clock as a double swoop, double pivot, and then the other 2 get worked on. And you don't. The thing is, Reece, we don't know who's at the training ground. It might not just be them two people. Yeah. It could be more players that we've not even thought. Look at Jack Harrison that year when we signed Harry Suter and Christensen.
Yeah, no one even knew anything about it. Nothing.
And it's like, okay, are you on? Should be on about 8:30, mate. If you want to still.
Well, my mate, he, like I said to you, he works with the medical team, and he firstly reported it to me about Jack Harrison. I was like, what? How's he there? He's like, yeah, he's having a medical here, and then obviously they got the call that Leeds offered him a new contract. So yeah, so I was like, how do you know this? He went, because I'm here, mate. I'm doing his medical tests. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy.
It is mad when you're sort of private. Uncle Clibbo has been saying 2 full transfers and 3 loans all along. Let's hope Clibbo's right. Actually, are we on? No, we're not. It's fine. What happens if they don't get it done by 7 p.m? Do you get extended time if the deal has already been done? Yes, you do, yeah.
Yes.
As long as you don't do what you did with bloody Adrian Silva. then you can have that time to do it. Evening, everyone. Is this striker any good? I'm glad we finally added. It was good for Philadelphia in the MLS. Hasn't really worked out at Feyenoord, but yeah, that's what I'd say. He is a player that works hard though and gets around the pitch. He's probably not as quick as Patson Daka. They're cutting it a bit fine, or you can sign free transfers after the deadline.
I think you can, yeah. But also, just going back to what you just said there, Jack, about him, doing well at Philadelphia, but not so well at Feyenoord. I don't care how well or how crap they've done at other clubs. It's how they do for our club. That's all I'm bothered about, because we've had players come through the door and what we signed him for is crap and ended up being amazing. So I'm not bothered. Let's just judge him in a Leicester City shirt. Let's get behind him.
Yeah. Let's have a look at the next one. Gianluca Di Marzio, Woyo Coulibaly. Sky Sports Italia have confirmed the deal is done to sign Koulibaly from Leicester City. Sassuolo he's going for. As the 26-year-old Mali international's agent worked out the final details this evening. So Woyo Coulibaly coming for €3 million in January, and now he's gone. He's gone to Sassuolo. Good move for Leicester City. Probably potentially more money coming in. It depends if it's a loan or an actual permanent, to be fair.
Yeah, we don't know the details of the deal. I've not heard anything from Uncle Clibo's side, so I will keep you posted if I hear anything. But it's a shame, because I do think the guy had potential to be a good fullback for us. I think he had all the characteristics to play well in a Marty system. Aggressive, fast, looks like he's got an end product. But unfortunately, if the player, if they don't want him there, then get rid. But it's a shame. Good luck to him though. Good luck to him.
Yeah, I just think he struggled to adapt in England. That's
done.
Van Nistelrooy didn't fancy him at all after that physical challenge what he put on that Brentford player. So it's a bit of a weird one. Quite like some moves will happen before 7 p.m, but may not get announced until later. Well, if they've got the deals done and the paperwork's done, then they can fax that over to the EFL and say we need a bit of extra time to work on these deals. If the medical's already being done, then fantastic, we can work. So if we do end up signing another player that we don't know about, then happy days. It surprises you, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
We was just burning wages and never playing, so good move for him. On as we have plenty of other cover at right back.
We do.
Van Nistelrooy didn't do enough in the transfer window when he was our manager. If we kept Steve Cooper, I think we'd have stayed in the Prem.
That's not his fault though, because from what I heard, we were on the brink of PSR breaking it if we went in January and got more signings. So I'm not going to blame Van Nistelrooy for that. If you're promised signings and you're not giving them, there's not really a lot you can do. But we were on the brink of PSR. That's why we've sold Mads. That's why we've sold JJ. That's why we've sold Cody. El Khannouss has gone. Who else? Wilf's gone. So it tells you that we've had to really cut down on the wages this transfer window, because we were on the brink even in January. So I won't necessarily blame Ruud for that. I think if he had the money and he had the resources, I think he'd have brought his own players in. My personal opinion.
Do you think though, them knowing what league we was actually going to be in a few months ago, do you think we should have sorted this a lot more quicker with regarding the players that we did want? Or do you just think they took a stab in the dark with it and thought we're going to have to go over there and anything really?
It could be both scenarios, but I think the club, they've had to learn some real harsh lessons and really had to plan ahead with what. But it's like I said, you can't ever get everything your own way, and unfortunately, the club are not in a position, with all the trouble that we're in, to ask, to do this and to do that, like bang on time because of the mess that we were in. But I'm hoping it's not the latter, because I'd like to think we've learned our lessons. But from what I've seen, with the mistakes that we've made, we've learned from them, and with the deals we've got for these players. So I hope it's not the latter there.
Jack, just got in. Can you recap the situation, please? So the situation is Julian Carranza is signed. That's done. That's a loan deal with an option to buy at the end of it. Leicester and Bilal El Khannouss. He's now agreed he's a Stuttgart move, so that one's done. Move on. Woyo Coulibaly has joined. Where's he gone today? He's gone to Sassuolo. Will Alves has gone to Huddersfield on loan, so that's another one which is out the door. Wish him all the very best. Jordan James is the medical's done. Aaron Ramsey, the medical's done. Seagrave, I don't know how many other players are at Seagrave. There's nothing really been discussed. But yeah, that's the recap for now. We have got a few more to discuss in this stream, so if you could sit tight, Rich, that'd be appreciated. Cooper didn't want Fatawu or Ricardo were good enough for the Premier League. I agree with that. Wholeheartedly agree. Then they got injured.
Well, you look at obviously last season, Enzo played Mavididi and Fatawu, whereas Cooper only played one or the other. And just he always had one winger that attacked and one that was quite defensively assured, but it never worked. And the way he handled that right hand side with JJ just left him out to dry. His tactics were poor, and it was just such a negative manager, and he was never the right fit for the club. And you've got the way that the game's going, they're utilising these young players. That's why the likes of Bournemouth, Brentford, and Brighton have done so well, because they've invested in young talent and they've ended up being amazing. So we need to move away from signing these old gits at 30 plus and whatnot. So let's get with the times. Let's invest in some young talents that we can reinvest and get away from PSR. That's the whole point of PSR. You sign someone on the cheap, you sell them expensively.
Ivanovic, Leicester were put off by the price, which is understandable. They wanted 10 million up front plus 2 million add-ons, which okay. Josh Murphy, 2 bids rejected. It didn't really discuss they are going to go in for any more with Josh Murphy. They're not going to make another bid at all. They wanted quite a bit of money. I think they wanted between £7 to £10 million for him, which is interesting. Evening, Reese and Jack. Need a centre half who can head the ball.
Shout out to John. I work with John.
You do?
He works. Yeah. I work in the kitchen, and I've known John for about 8 years now. So big up, John.
And this has been the reset. After today, we will have a team rebuild to rebuild for the future. This is it. Do you know what I sort of feel like, Reese? I agree with that. It's a reset transfer window. Get the swamp ready drained and restart again and get players in and the right manager who can take this team forward.
I agree. I personally think the manager's been told you've got 2 seasons to get us up. You've got 2 seasons. Yeah. Here he is. Silly.
It is done. Supposedly, they're done.
Yeah, they are done. They're all done, Scott. No need to worry, mate.
Can we stop saying the name Cooper? All right, we'll call him Trooper. We'll call him Trooper out of Mario. Yeah, how about that one?
Call him Cockwomble.
Would have been a class signing. Josh Murphy, 21 goal contributions for Portsmouth, good player, but I think we're looking at younger up and coming players than players who are over the age. Isak's got his way. Player power is ruining the game. Bilal got his move. Who else got the move in this transfer window?
Whistler
got his move, yeah. We're definitely moving in the right direction, but there are still 2 to 3 big earners we could move on and replace for half their wages with no loss to the team. Murphy, if he was cheaper, but not for £6 million. Clibbo, what you made of the transfer deadline day so far, with obviously players that have gone out with Koulibaly and Will Alves, and players that have come in, including the striker and 2 that are nearly done to being announced?
I think it's better than most people's expectations. I think what it shows is that the club have been working very hard behind the scenes. I think there was a comment there about, which I agree with, there are players that we could get out, lose their wages. But I think if you look at it realistically, that was never going to happen, that we got rid of all the big earners. I think you're probably going to see Winks still here, and potentially Wout Faes. One of them doesn't really want to play for the club. The other one will put a shift in when he gets on the pitch. So I think January isn't that far away. And I think Wout potentially plays well. He goes maybe in January. And I'm good with that. Overall, I give it an 8. I give it an 8 out, a solid 8. And trust me, we were right.
The reset, is that what you call this transfer window? Obviously, John Rudkin has got money for James Justin at 10 million. Casey McAteer rising to 14 million from 12 million pound. Connor Cody wanted to leave on a free. We ended up getting 2 million for him. Wilfred Ndidi, 9 million pound. Matt Hermanson, 18 million pound plus add-ons. Surely it's been a good window in getting rid of players, to be fair.
Yeah, it is. I wouldn't call it a reset.
Okay.
Because I think reset suggests top to bottom.
Yeah.
I think I would call it a rejig. And mainly on the financial side of things, which clearly is running the game at the moment. Player power and finances seem to be the order of the day recently, doesn't it? But I'm glad that Rudkin and potentially somebody advising him has grown a spine. And yeah, we might have lost a deal on Daka. But at the end of the day, they're players that we paid a lot of money for. Mm-hmm. They're players that obviously people still want. So if you want the player, go high, negotiate. The people that came in for Daka clearly didn't want to pay any money for him. So then he's still got a part to play in the team. Whether he can finish or not is a different matter. But the game on Friday, I mean, I got really good. Obviously, where you sit as well, you got quite a decent view of him in the second half of what he was doing. And he was unsettling defenders. Now, if this striker comes and plays in a 2, we know Daka is better in a 2, and we also know that this guy has played in a 2. So you just never know. You never know. And in Marty, we trust.
I've just had a text from my mate at the ground, and he was saying we've had 2 bids for Daka. We rejected 2 bids worth 6 million and 8 million. We wanted 10.
I'd have took the 8 million. Jeez,
I would have done an all. Yeah.
It does depend, though. It does depend. I think if you're looking at where we are PSR and we've cleared it, and if we sell Bilal, we've cleared it again next year, then the club are not so desperate. Now, if we're to try and get another striker in, because we can't sell Daka and just have 2 strikers, 2 senior strikers. Now, that suggests to me that the club are showing some ambition. They clearly know that Daka has a part to play in the system.
Yeah.
If you can get him firing and play as a 2, you know what? This could be a masterstroke. It might not be. I could be talking out my backside, but potentially this is what the club's thinking. Let's not get screwed over. Let's use him for what he's good at. And maybe if he is thinking of playing in a 2, it could be good for all parties.
LCFC Daily News, we're working on 2 names as well as Ramsey and James. No source given. Yeah, I don't know what the source is either. That's why I take that with a pinch of salt, to be fair, because I know we've been heavily linked with the 3 today. I think we were linked with an Ipswich winger earlier on, which I believe he's going Sheffield United. Raksaki was another one that we've been linked with. That one seems to have gone with all the teams, to be fair.
There's very few I trust, to be honest with you, because
it's all enough for that, armchair.
There seems to be a silly season where agents are putting out stuff and drip feeding this crap and that crap to try and get their players a move and earn some coinage. Agents earn a lot of money this time of year, this time in January. So I think a lot of what we're reading is a load of old shit. It's clear what Leicester City need. Everybody in the country can see what Leicester City need and what players we've sold. So it's easy to make rumours up about Leicester City right now. But I know the solid ones that have come through, and so does Reece. So he should take quite a lot of credit for some of these links as well.
Clibo, do you reckon you'll actually get the players that you think are going to be coming in, or what?
Well, we've got them.
You've got them.
We've got the three that I knew. Well, I say definite. Nothing's definite. I mean, even at this stage, until the pen is on the paper, I know all the medicals are tickety boo. I know they're doing the media stuff. So at the end of the day,
yeah.
Sorry, I completely forgot what I was saying there. Complete mind fart. No, I know that the club wanted to try and make 4 or 5 signings.
Yeah.
I know that we're going to try and loan where the biggest costs would be in terms of buying, which has happened. And I know that they're still looking at a couple of deals. So, I could be on to a full house. But the 3 that I knew were kind of definite going to be pursued have happened. It's just waiting for that announcement.
That's false.
Army. That's one that's just come out of nowhere again. Like
that's definitely something I've not heard. And I don't know about you, Reece.
No, nothing.
No.
False.
That
one's good enough anyway.
Thin air, that one. I was thinking, you just play linking in with us because we need players.
Not good enough.
8 million for Daka, we could have got an Ivanovic in. Yeah.
Yes. Exactly. That's annoying.
Replaced him with a decent striker.
I mean, but the thing is, you're talking like all this is just very, very simple. I mean, what makes you think that he'd want to come here? There's still a potential 12 points, whatever. It's not so easy to sell Leicester City as it used to be. No. We're not what we were. So we've got to start down the ladder a little bit more. It's not. You can't just say we could have sold Daka for 8 million and then got Ivanovic. They might have said no, we want 10. Then we've got to find another 2 million.
That's it. And this is it with players these days. You've got to basically sell them a dream, haven't you, and say, well, this is what you're going to be in for. This is the good thing about it. Seagrave and the manager. And I think with Marty, though, Clibo, it's good to see that he's got that bit about him to persuade these players to come. Something that Van Nistelrooy couldn't have apart from his playing career.
Yeah, but a lot of it's down to charisma, isn't it? It's not what necessarily all about what you've done in the game. His enthusiasm spilling onto the pitch, the fans, and if players see that and know that you're interested in them, it's pretty difficult not to be kind of infected with it. The other thing about Ivanovic, at the end of the day, if we play a system where there's only one striker, and he's the top daddy in his club, maybe he doesn't want to come to Leicester knowing that there's potentially 2 players in front of him or 1 player in front of him. He maybe doesn't want to sit on the bench. I don't know. But you have to take that into consideration these days. Striker is the position at football. When you were a kid, you wanted to score goals. You wanted to be the striker. That's the numero uno position, isn't it? So they're all like that, strikers. They don't want to sit on the bench. So who's to say that he's thought, well, actually, no, they play 1 striker. I'm not sitting on the bench. You don't know.
I think Koulibaly on course for a loan. I think it's Sassuolo. I think it's a loan deal. Futures of Fass, Christensen and Winks and Daka are not certain either. That's according to Leicestershire Live. That's what they're saying. Obviously,
they
got
do
a lot of
like
time.
a Saudi or a Turkish, won't it, with them players?
Chat check Climo or the Marty clip. Climo loves that Marty clip, mate. That's the first time we see Clibo smile on these streams when that Marty clip bloody comes on. Or some of the comments that people put, Clibo has a good laugh about it, you know. Evening Dawn.
He's not always miserable.
Hello, my bro. I didn't realise we were related, Thomas, to be fair, mate. Let's get DNA after this. A transfer deadline day DNA. Taking ages for announcements. Marty's been a breath of fresh air for me. Someone who's wanted to come to the club and doesn't seem to be a yes man. What's your thoughts, Reece, on that?
That's a spot on statement from what I've heard as well. He's not a yes man. He knows what he wants. And, you know, but he will look in the academy first before he'll dip into the transfer market, and he will honour that even when we get promoted to the Premier League as well. So, a thing I like about that, I don't know why, but I'm sick of seeing managers, you know, just putting their arms up in the air when we score. I like seeing managers sprint up and down the touchline when we scored. You know, it shows passion. It shows
Jose Mourinho.
Yeah, Jose Mourinho, Antonio Conte-esque. You know, I love all that stuff. I do, but no, I think it's a spot-on statement. What whoever just put the no, they're loans. They're loans with options to buy. Options to buy, and I love those deals because if you don't like the player, you can just send them back. If you like him, you can keep him.
Yeah, Clipper, we'll let you go and do that, mate.
I'm back in a sec.
All right, mate. Sit.
Right, next one. Josh Brownhill.
Here we go.
Josh Brownhill. Right, he's turned down Wolves. He don't want to go there. They offered him money, even though they're a Premier League side. Josh Brownhill was on their list. Free agent Brownhill also turned down a big money move to Leicester City. It's believed Leicester was going to offer him, if they did get promoted, 100 grand in wages. Does this club learn? I don't think it does. I just think we've put the panic button on again. We've seen a good midfielder, but we sort of panicked to bringing him in. They have worked hard on the deal, but it just doesn't look like it's happening. He has turned Leicester City down. He has got offers from Saudi. What's your thoughts on Brownhill turning Leicester City down, Reece?
Well, all I'm going to say is, and this is true, Uncle Clibbo asked his source about this, and he laughed. He said, that's the biggest pile of nonsense I've ever heard in my life. He said the club are nowhere near financially secure to offer a player 100 grand a week. So whoever's come up with that rumour is talking nonsense.
I don't think we're even in the right mind to do it. I just don't know.
No, it doesn't make sense. It does not make sense. Why would somebody put 100 grand a week in the Championship?
For free to make it the biggest
Championship. We have made mistakes in the past in the Championship. I can 100% agree with that. But that is the most load of bullshit I've ever heard in my life.
100 grand a week. Yeah.
It's bullshit. Absolute bullshit.
Why buy young players, then go for the old boys? Exactly. Doesn't make any sense. It don't make sense at all.
Nope. I don't believe it for 1 week.
When I read 100 grand a week, probably a 3-year contract or something like that. Yeah, a big lengthy contract. Oh, the EFL updates on. What's that saying? Oh, it's bloody Swansea. I'm not bothered about that. Vardy's signed for his new club. He has, yeah.
Oh, is it done? Oh, good luck to him.
Jonas Omlin moves to Leicester City's collapsed. He will stay at Borussia Mönchengladbach. What's your thoughts on that one? Obviously, we could have brought in another goalkeeper as a number 2. What's your thoughts?
Another one that's false. Another one that our source dropped straight away. Could I see it happening though? Maybe, because, you know, maybe that young lad's not ready to be a third choice goalkeeper. No, there's no news on him, unfortunately. I'd love him to sign. But again, the goalkeeper one, I could see it happening, but I've heard nothing from our source. Me and Uncle Clibbo haven't. So I'd take that with a pinch of salt as well. I think that's just journalists.
Raising eyebrows at 50 grand and 100 grand. I wouldn't have any left. When Monga played in the Prem, get the youngsters in cheaper opinions all day long.
Mm-hmm. That's the route the club are going down. It's the route the club are going down. And they've proven that with these signings that we're bringing in. 22 years old, 20 years old, and 25 years old. All fit Marty's profile.
It's crazy. What would you like to see be done then, Reece, for the rest of the transfer window? If this was more in or one more, maybe?
I think I'd like to see one more. Like, being realistic, let's try and get one more, because we know these 3 deals are done. They're done. It's signed, sealed.
What position though?
Left back for me. Left back. I think that area needs to be addressed, because I think if you have a decent left back that can cover Yannick with his pace, you can afford to keep Yannick in the side for his distribution and his passing. So I think for me, a left back.
I would say the same. I would say a fullback. I don't think Christensen's good enough. Thomas.
Agreed.
He was all right on Wednesday night.
He was, but he was nothing special.
Oh, it's nice to see the new striker in a bit of retro, which is nice.
Oh, is it? Oh, nice.
Nice to see us get back to the old plan. Buy, sell, buy low, sell high. Yeah.
Yes. Yep. It's what worked well for us last time. Bought Maguire for cheap, sold him for 80 million. Bought Fofana cheap, sold him for 75. Kante, Drinkwater, Chilwell, Mahrez. You know, if PSR were back in then, we'd have been absolutely fine.
News coming out of Josh Brownhill. It looks like he's going Al Shabab.
Well, there you go. They must have offered him the most money.
Well, that's probably 200 grand in wages.
Got to be, or probably just below that. But good luck to him. You know, if he's all about wanting to get money, then good luck to him. But I don't want players like that here. I want players that want to play for the badge and play for their career to progress themselves and the club.
Donnarumma signed for Manchester City.
That's a great signing. That's a great signing.
Patrick Roberts has just gone to Birmingham.
Okay. On loan, permanent?
On loan.
Okay, fair play. Good deal.
I'm hoping they can actually get these deals done before half-6. It feels nice. It feels a bit like the Pearson era in the Championship again, which is obviously a good thing.
Yeah. Yes.
That's what they need to stop wasting money.
Yeah, he removed a lot of the big earners like Beckford, Dans, Peltier. He got them out the door and got some good cheap deals in, like the likes of Vardy and Matt Mills. Yeah, he was on big dollars as well. Michael Johnson as well. Oh no, we had him on loan. Sorry, from Man City. But it kind of feels like the Sven Pearson era. We overspend. We've got loads of wages, and then Pearson comes in and clears them all out.
I agree. Patrick Bamford, free agent. I'm all right. Thank you very much.
No.
Has Harry Toffolo signed for any money? I believe he's got MLS.
He has, yeah. Yes.
That's why Vardy's a legend. £1 million from Fleetwood. He's gone to the team in Italy now, as Jamie Vardy. You obviously look back at the video yesterday, and they absolutely love him. One of them had a Leicester shirt, and one of them had a tattoo.
Tattoo, yeah. They love him. They absolutely love him over there already. Imagine getting that reception as soon as you walk through the door. It's great. It makes you feel like, oh, thank God, like I'm relaxed.
Legend, though, isn't it? Legend status.
That's his reputation, though. His reputation's gone all over the world, and everyone knows who he is.
That's what I like about Vardy. Is he come from a small club and worked his way up the divisions, and he's worked hard, you know.
Yeah.
And he turned down bloody European football to do it, to go to Cremonese.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I do think there's a couple of factors there. I think it's either one, he wants to challenge himself at a lower league club rather than be guaranteed to sit on the bench at Feyenoord, or his wife said, can we go to Italy, please, and live the Milan lifestyle? It's one of the two, I think.
Yeah, Sky Sports are just confirming that other one. The one about the striker. Cremonese shirt already ordered. Yeah, that's good.
He's back.
Yeah, me and Reece both said we're going to buy Cremonese's shirt with Vardy on it as soon as he signed. In fact, we both said whatever team he signs for, because we knew it wasn't going to be one of the shithouse teams like Man City or Forest.
It'd be nice for us to go there, though, and actually visit, and actually go and watch a game.
Yeah, we should do it.
Yes,
Totally.
we should. Yeah.
I think it'd be clash.
Yeah, I do as well. And anything
Go
to
and eat some proper pizza.
get out of this country for a few hours, that'd be great.
Get some bloody proper pizza down and everything like that.
Oh yeah,
Proper
it is proper.
pizza. Milan's bloody shopping, mate, in the Gucci shops and that. You know what I'm saying?
We are going to be skint by the end of it. Who cares?
For me,
I don't even afford a taxi.
yeah. I don't think I'll be buying a Louis Vuitton handbag.
The credit card, bloody white, isn't it?
I'll buy some high heels, Uncle Clivo.
I've got enough of those.
Silly.
Offer man food.
No.
I'm all right, thanks. I'm all right.
What on earth are people do? Listen, no disrespect to Armchair there, but really, how many goals did he score for Leeds recently?
He's had one good season in the Prem, and that's it. Under Bielsa.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't offer him 6 minutes, let alone 6 months. and to be honest, people like that are not going to come on loan for 6 months. They are looking to get their
Rest in peace, Joe Bugner.
I know, mate. Yeah, I was watching Joe Bugner fight the Frank Bruno fight literally a couple of days ago. Yeah, big boxing fan. So yeah, it was a bit of a shit. It was a bit of a shit house, Joe Bugner, and he had that Australian English heritage, didn't he? And there was all that kind of hate for him. But good boxer in his day, big unit. Wouldn't want to smack in the mouth off him.
I tell you what, the final whistle team, mate, can actually go and watch Jamie Vardy. That'd be an experience for us all. We can do little bits of footage and that while we're over there and meet a few Cremonese fans, and you know that'd be a great experience. Go there with our Jamie Vardy Leicester shirts on and that. You know, I think they'd bloody treat us like royalty.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely.
We'll probably get a box.
Kubo's using.
I'll tell you what it is, mate. I'm having a shit hair day, so I put my hood up.
It's James and Ramsey.
All done. Deals are done.
You know what it's like at Leicester? They're probably still looking into a deal.
Not quite.
This will probably, probably be 11 o'clock tonight before it's bloody announced. No, in Leicester.
Well, yeah. God, do you remember when? Do you remember that? Do you remember last summer transfer deadline day? We got linked with Edward in the morning, and they didn't announce it until 10, 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
I was like, fucking hell, man.
They like to build up the drama.
They do.
Yeah.
That's the way the transfer window likes to do it.
We should all be used to this by now. We should all be used to it. I mean, we're all sitting here kind of. I wouldn't say the things I've said, and I'm sure Reece would be exactly the same if we weren't pretty damn confident. Else would be banned on every live stream on the internet.
Jack wouldn't have us back on.
Yeah.
That's all right. We can plan that. Not joking.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Savage.
Locks is panicking about the Jordan James deal.
I know.
Calm down.
I know.
Calm down.
He's just DM'd me. He's just DM'd me saying I'm getting nervous.
Stop panicking, Mr. Mannering.
Calm down, Blocks. Love you, mate, but calm down.
We like a late transfer announcement. Wouldn't be surprised to wake up to another new signing.
Yeah.
Leicester admin, I swear. Leicester admin's having us on. Imagine
perhaps the fax machines is broke.
Yeah, the printer's broke. We can't get the contract out there. We've just ripped the piece of paper up. We're gonna have to get it redone. He's gone to a printer shop, John Rookin, as we speak. I'm joking. I'm sure
well, if the transfers don't happen, you have to blame the admin, not the medical staff, because it's done.
It's just a crazy situation. Glibbo, what's been your like transfer windows over the years? What would you say like the best transfer window Leicester's had and the worst?
Christ, probably the worst. I don't know. We've had some pretty good ones over the years. I mean, like I'm going back way before you guys, but I think the worst has to be the Bertrand and the Vestergaard thing, because just how that turned out. I mean, that was two very expensive. Oh, don't get me wrong. I mean, it's kind of working out a little bit for Vestergaard, but it was dreadful, really, wasn't it? I mean, really dreadful. I mean, signing players like, I don't think we've ever had like a massively brilliant transfer market where we, play like teams like Liverpool, where they'll just go and get 2-3 world-class players. But you have to say, we've signed over the years, particularly in those glory years, we've signed some tremendous players in the windows. And I'll tell you what, we've signed really good players in the windows that have turned out to not make it at Leicester. And I still maintain that we ruined those players, quite a few of those players. So what turned out to be shit transfer windows was, in my eyes, the way that either the player was treated or played in the wrong position, or like Perez. There's a classic example. Perez scores 17 goals for Newcastle, ends up on the right wing.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just ridiculous.
It's crazy. Like, when we signed him, you knew what position he was, but then we would never play him in the ideal position. Like, they couldn't know what position he was. But he was better down the middle than on the wing. Like, why are you putting him on the wing is another question. And then you're looking at when we signed Samare and Daka, and we spent £40 million on 2 players. 4 years later, haven't even ripped up trees, have they, at the club? Let's be fair. And they're probably the ones that Leicester fans would actually get rid of.
You see, again, what I will say is we all saw Daka score 4 outstanding goals.
Yeah.
So, if in a nutshell, that guy is capable of doing that, and was capable of doing that. So
not announced anything yet, John, to be fair, mate.
No.
What Leicester City's like, mate, we'll probably leave it to 5 minutes to 7 and then announce them.
I've got to finish this point, because the point where I finished, it makes it look like I'm a lover of Daka. But what I will say is, we've seen that he's capable of doing that. At some point in his career, when we first had him, he did that. And we were like, wow, right? You can't do it all of a sudden. So there is some factor. And so you can't say he's always been a shit footballer, because clearly he was capable of doing what he did. And I always think to myself, the guy was bought as a striker that played predominantly in a 2. He was never given really the opportunity to do that. And maybe he's a massive confidence player. So I think Leicester have to take some responsibility for ruining potentially a decent player. I'm not saying that it's all Leicester's fault, because at the end of the day, it's the player that's got to do the business. But I think there's extenuating factors to why he's not performed. I think you can see the endeavour still there, but the confidence in front of goal clearly isn't there. And also this season, I don't really think he's had many of those sort of through balls that a striker like that would thrive on. I'm not massively sticking up for Daka before I get all the kind of comments. You can, I'm not bothered. But I mean, it's just, I think we've got to look at it a little bit more than just Daka's shit.
Roger Davies from Derby.
Oh, God, yeah. Hell, man, that's going back. I still think Junior Lewis was the one. Junior Lewis, man. Jesus Christ.
Junior Lewis. Didn't he go Gillingham?
Yeah, and then we had Hussein Kasibi, was it?
God.
I was so excited for him because he was like shit off a stick, like Vardy quick.
Mm.
And he was just like this, just shit. It was just shit.
Weren't the Kaibi one the one that Martin Allen was on about?
Yeah.
He said he looked like a horse jockey, nothing else.
Yeah.
And then you had Nilsson, Jimmy Nilsson, who never even played for the football club, by the way. Malawagai, yeah. Josh Lowe.
Yeah. I'd like to say,
We've had Roman Bednar up front once upon a time, and he was shit.
Christ.
We've had some writings. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. I mean, I can go back to
Tom English from Cov.
Yeah, he was all right. We've had some right brickies playing for us. No disrespect to brickies because you do a great job, but playing football is different. But we've had some right odd carriers playing for us. I remember a player called Jari Rantanen, and it was a big. Was he Swedish or Danish? Swedish, I think. Jari Rantanen, and he was such a massive unit, and he weren't a footballer, but I tell you what, it gave you everything, and the team was like that. It was full of very average players, but you had a decent night out watching it down at Filbert.
You're on about
it now, don't I?
I think you're on about the Hungarian pair, Zoltschlatsko and Gabor Bori. I think that's who you're on about, Paul. I remember that pair. Zoltschlatsko and Gabor Bori. Some right Uber drivers.
What was that? What was that striker, Arne Gunn Larsen? I loved him, but everyone hated him.
What happened with JJ? There's nothing to tell. Justin's gone to Leeds, but the other one, I don't know what's happening. I've heard nothing since. I've heard nothing.
It's signed. Don't worry. It's signed.
It will be good. It will. Hopefully they'll get it over.
Leicester City. It's Leicester City.
You watch, they'll come out with an announcement soon. Like, do you want to see some more signings? That's what they'll say. And it'll be, yeah. I remember Jari Raitanen from Gothenburg.
Yeah.
Sweden. Yeah.
Blonde. He was a blonde. I should have known. He was a big blonde guy.
Islam Slimani.
You see, he was a really good striker. Again, we didn't play to his strengths. Maybe that was the Vardy effect. I don't know. But when he came on, I mean, if you put that ball on his head, it's in the net. And that's something we're missing now, actually, ironically. I've been sort of genning up on this new guy, and apparently he's quite accurate with his head. How true that is, I don't know, because I've not watched a great deal, but I was listening to an Argentinian guy talking about him earlier. So, yeah, Slimani. I mean, he came with great pedigree. Came from a good club, scored lots of goals. We pay a load of money for him. Don't play him in his kind of natural position, or we didn't play his natural style.
Radistan Kishishev.
God's truth.
I think he's on about Rudy's on about Finnish player. I don't know. He's on about a good Larson. I think it is Finnish.
Arne Gunn Larsen. Yeah, he had an identical twin brother that played somewhere as well. I can't remember, but whenever he scored a couple of absolute wicked ones.
Roger Davies got married on a Saturday afternoon in the football season. We had to give him the day off. Did Roger Davies play for Forest?
Not sure.
Bring back Stevie Howard. That wasn't a bad pairing, though, was it? Matt,
that's one of my favourite all-time goals. That Steve Howard had up against
Steve Howard, yeah, from Derby. Decent signing, you know, that double deal we did. What we got? 19 minutes.
19 minutes.
So we might as well just stay on, I think, and go from there.
Well, I'm going to hop off and get some food in a second, but I will pop back on. So I'll catch you lads in a bit.
Icelandic, that's right. Yeah, Icelandic. Daka will come
good one day. Yeah, probably for another team.
But if he plays as a 2, let's see. Let's see. You know, he can clearly finish, but at the moment, he's not getting to do that. But I mean, I would like to see, if he's going to stay, I would like to see him be part of the team. Like that team ethic that they've got at the minute, it might help him. You just never know. I mean, look at the pace on the guy. I mean, he was making that goalkeeper, like against Birmingham, he was making him do all sorts of tiz-was moves. Although I thought the goalkeeper was quite cool. I thought he was quite cool goalkeeper. He didn't panic or anything like that. Where, like, if you've got Daka bearing down on you. I met Daka. I tell you what, he's a lot bigger than you actually think.
He's a nice bloke.
Oh, he's lovely.
He's a lovely bloke. It just hasn't done what you want him to do, and I don't know.
We could, as a club, we could be doing more to help him. I think. If you're going to use him properly.
The Rose and Crown.
That's harsh, but funny.
I've got a good feeling about this new striker. Didn't Harry Kane and Lingard play for us? They did. Nobody actually knows that Harry Kane played for Leicester. Not many people anyway.
Played as a winger for Leicester.
Yeah.
We had him and Vardy on the bench once or twice. I mean, that's crazy. There's a famous photo, isn't there? I mean, like, who'd have thought that?
Watford away in the playoffs.
Crazy.
Rattinanum had a special shorts made. He was that big.
That's right, yeah. They look like they were painted on him.
Dak has some talent in, but unfortunately, I think the best move is, Banks and Shilton will usually have pretty solid keepers.
Yeah. See, Wallington was my era. Loved Mark Wallington. Absolute quality keeper.
Yeah. Yes, he did.
He played for England while he was at Leicester.
He also played for Stoke.
Yes, he did.
Both of them played for Stoke, didn't they?
Shilton played for Forest, Derby, Leicester, Southampton, Leyton Orient. Who else? I know he had over 1,000 league caps. My favourite goalkeeper of all time, that Shilton.
They've not announced Jamie Vardy yet of Cremonese.
My nickname is JC.
Nice to know your name's JC. Clibo, Wallington, best catcher of the ball, mate.
Oh, he was quality. He was absolutely quality. And I tell you, a little bit later on in the 80s, we signed a goalkeeper who was an Ipswich stalwart. And his name was it Paul Cooper? And he was a bit of a barrel of a bloke, but his penalty saving, his record at penalties was absolutely incredible. He was a good guy. I'm not sure whether that changeover from Wallington to I can't remember now because things get a bit blurry at my age. But Paul Cooper, I used to like him as well. But he was a proper Ipswich stalwart.
Yeah, with Vardy in the team, it's hard for any striker to come in.
Yeah, that's true. And that's what I said earlier. It could be the Vardy effect. So, in effect, our greatest ever player has affected some great players that have came through the door. I firmly believe that's true. If you could go back and change it, would you? I don't think so because of, what's happened. But... yeah, I firmly believe Slimani was a great striker. Just didn't fit into our system.
Vardy came on the bench as knockout, missed the penalty, and the Deeney goal happened still. We'd have never won the Premier League if it didn't happen.
Yeah. That is true. That was one of the most gut-wrenching moments when that happened. I couldn't believe what I was watching, and I could quite willingly have swore at anybody, including my mother, at that point when that happened. I was absolutely furious. But it goes down in folklore. And even when I watch it now, it irritates me. But like you said, whoever said that comment, we wouldn't have won the Premier League otherwise. We wouldn't have gone on that journey, that great journey.
That's the thing. Is this silver all over again? I bloody hope not.
I don't think so. I think we've updated fax machines to scan.
Roger Davis from Derby did. Vardy's the best penalty taker for Leicester of all time. Yeah, Paul Gallagher one is bad either, though. If you actually watch Paul Gallagher back in the day, great penalty taker.
I tell you, he was a good penalty taker.
Get the programs out.
Yeah. When I was a kid, I used to go down on I think it was Wednesday nights. We used to go and watch the reserves, and I was sat in the Carling stand, and a lot of my mates were Liverpool fans, and we were playing Liverpool. And Ian Andrews was in goal because he'd been injured and was coming back from injury. And Jan Molby took a penalty. And to this day, he hit it so hard, I still believe that Ian Andrews deliberately moved out of the way.
Wow.
Now, that guy could take a penalty. Yeah, unbelievable. I think he took the net out.
Now it's time to win it again. Not the Premier League, but it's going to take some time once we get promoted low. Clibo, would you like a Mark Draper in midfield again?
Well, he was all right, wasn't he? He was all right. It's not in the modern game, I wouldn't have thought, but yeah, he was all right.
He's now got a daughter in football who plays for the Leicester City women at the minute.
Oh, really?
Mark Draper, yeah, Danny Draper, Mark's daughter.
Do we know why? Do we know anything about the controversial sacking of our female manager yet?
No.
I liked her. I thought she was really good.
She got onto the highest finish of 10th, and it's like, what more do you want? Like,
perhaps there was no money for signings.
Maybe. And obviously, this bloke's coming in, ain't he, from Liverpool? That bloke who's just left Burnley. Matt Beard, I think his name is.
Oh, I've not paid any attention to that.
Draper was a good penalty taker too. Yeah, Matty Fryer weren't bad until he met Dean Windass in goal.
Always amazes me. You see a lot of set piece takers in the modern game that can. Like, if you take someone like Maddison, for instance, he'd take a shot from 25 yards and bend it into the top corner, and then you put him on the penalty spot, and you just look at him and you go, "You're going to miss that." It's a weird one, that, isn't it? You'd think it'd be a lot easier if you're a set piece specialist to just whack it in. Yeah, crazy.
Telemans were good at penalties.
Yeah. I tell you, Daka has got I think he might have 100% penalty record for Leicester.
Ian Acho weren't bad.
Yeah, he was good. He was good.
Apparently, we're the best penalty taker at the club.
Well, that doesn't doubt me. I don't doubt it. I still think he was probably the most natural finisher at the club at the time as well.
It's just crazy is how a lot of it's happening.
Well, we had some great players. We've had some great players. Great players. Some have gone on to flourish. Some we've ruined. And some were just made for us. The previous club that we bought them from. That happens with players. Big Matt Elliott. Oh God! For me, Matt Elliott
scored against Tranmere.
Just great. Just a
They
great.
were proper defenders, though, Clibo. Steve Walsh, Jerry Taggart, and Matt Elliott, proper defenders.
Yeah, you see, in the modern game, they probably sit on the bench, wouldn't they? But
yeah,
and I think the last sort of transitional throwback defender that we had was Big Wes. I think even Big Wes now would probably not get into quite a few Prem teams. It's all about pace. These players had positioning and awareness, and knew each other instinctively where they were going to be. But you're talking, the systems were a lot different then, so it didn't require to be so much pace as there is now.
Datro Fofana's going to, which looks to be Celtic, potentially. Keith, any more ins? Not yet. We're hoping for these confirmation of these two players. That's what we're hoping for. Leicester are just taking the time. You know what the announcement teams like? They like to do a lot with these announcements, and this is what sort of edges it a bit.
But it could be Rudkin going, fuck them, let them wait after all the shit they've given me.
Let's not panic. It is getting tight, but let's not panic. Leicester City at 5-2 will put Isak is a rat, Wissa is a Geordie. Toon.
You see, it doesn't have to be announced at 7 o'clock. It will probably be 10 o'clock tonight. That's how it's all. That's Leicester all over, isn't it?
They'll announce somebody else as well. Joking.
Well, that'd be nice, wouldn't it?
It'd be nice to actually get in.
They're the only three we get. I'm well happy with that. Really
feeling
happy.
nervous now, Clibo.
What about what? About what?
About these deals.
No. Because I'll tell you why. Right?
We ain't got buyback clause.
If the persons that told me and Reese who's signing
25 mil plus though is the
who's signing
next summer.
If that person or those people have a major say in whether that person is able to sign. That's all I'm going to say. So if they're lying to me, I mean, what on earth would they be doing that for?
Behind the goal in the cup, but fair play to Dean Windass. Yeah. Dean Windass, when he told that story about Robbie Savage, that was crazy.
Just great. I mean, like Robbie Savage was a complete dickhead. Dickhead. But you know what? It was our dickhead. And anyone who can wind down Dean Windass up like that, love it. Absolutely love it. Great bit of shithousery.
I'm not sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm not sure on that, mate. What triggered it? I ain't read the contract, mate, so I can't really comment. Clivo's got Big Susan Whelan on speed dial. Do you know if it's Susan Whelan? Yeah, Clivo, mate, you're in for it. I'm joking.
It's not Susan.
I think him and Susan Whelan are like that, you know.
I've got two sources. Two.
Right. Kissing the Birmingham badge in front of us done me off, Savage.
It's just savage shithousery. That's all it is. That's all it is. Pantomime villain. We all love it.
5 minutes to go. Squeaky bum time. 4.5 minutes. It's a bit nervy, but in Leicester, they'll confirm it on 7 o'clock. I'm telling you.
I've heard nothing about failed medicals. So
I'm hoping they actually put a tweet out now. Actually,
I know JJ was doing the press stuff before the confirmation of the other deal having his medical. So it just takes time.
You got to love Mike's thing on socials. He's just put Jordan James and Aaron Ramsey deals were off. Leicester City director of football John Rudkin forgot the deadline wasn't 11 p.m. anymore and was only informed the deadline was 7 p.m. at 6:43 for Rich Romano.
Don't even joke that shit.
That's what he said. I've got faith in Clio. I've been spot on so far. Probably some announcements for the late night whistle. That's what we're bloody hoping for, because we can start talking about them sorts of players soon.
It wouldn't surprise me if nothing gets announced tonight. It really wouldn't. But I'm not panicking.
Right, so I've got some news. Premier League and EFL clubs can seal transfers beyond the 7 p.m. deadline by submitting a deal sheet. Process allows an extra 2 hours or until 9 p.m. to submit all the required paperwork. If the required paperwork is in before 7 p.m, clubs will have more time to complete the transfers.
That's the only thing that will stop what we know is happening.
Yeah.
So
it's great when he plays for us. Give it, then take it. Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what's going to stop it. You know, we can advance for another 2 hours if we need to do. If the deals are done and we just have to do the media side of things for both players, that's what's just holding it up. You know, we're like fancy lightsabers and all that. You know, all that.
It is. That's all it is. I mean, I don't think Rudkin dare screw this one up. Would he? I mean, can you imagine? He wouldn't be able to
ask you.
He would need an armoured tank to get out of the ground.
They said 7 p.m. deadline, 10 p.m. cut off last week. Really? Best day of August for me. Finally, my club is back. Yeah? How long we got? 1 minute and 30 seconds. I reckon one of them will get announced at 7 o'clock.
Yeah, it'll be JJ.
Want to be announced. Clibo's reputation's hanging in the balance.
Well, like I said, nothing. There are no certainties in life except death and taxes. So, what I will say is, they have been at the club today. They have had medicals. I can definitely 100% tell you that has happened.
Yeah, they have had.
It doesn't happen now. I'm just telling you what. I'm just. Nobody has to believe me. I could be some tosser just sat in a room making shit up. But the stuff I've told you so far, I've not been wrong, have I?
No. Come on, Leicester. Bang on 7 o'clock. Get at least one of them. Is it going to happen? Well, Leicester. I think Leicester's put one of the tweets to come out at 7 o'clock. One of them. And I think
what they'll do is they'll make you wait for the Ramsey one, and everyone will be going, "Oh, it's."
Jordan James will be the first one.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, he was the first. He was already doing the press not long after.
If they don't sign, you should reveal your spine account.
Yeah.
Boom! Slam shut. It's not yet. We've got 7 seconds.
I'm going to be getting bombarded by locks in a minute. You know it.
Come on, bro. Well, they've just released a photo of Correnza again. They've just released that. Right, it's 7 o'clock. Can't have got my chips yet. You can do what you want as long as you keep us on. Windows closed. Only it is closed, but they can still do the 2 hour thing. Clibo, if you can get Messi on loan, we'll give you the key to the city.
No, I'm just an ordinary fan who just knows a couple of people. I just luckily enough to know a couple of people. That's all. And obviously, they don't tell me everything because they have to be careful what they say as well. But they'll tell me little bits and bobs.
Bloody hell, no one knew İlkay Gündoğan were going to Galatasaray.
Who?
İlkay Gündoğan from Man City's gone Galatasaray.
Oh, well. How old is he now?
30 odd, isn't he? Late 30s.
He's got to be 35. Legs are not quite what they were, are they?
No.
See, I like, you see, quality enough to go and play in one of those European leagues that are a little bit slower. I think that's a good idea. Same as Vardy. He'll do well there. Slower pace. They'll play his type of football.
Clibo signed Daka. 34. 34. Edward's gone to RC Lens, is what's been just published by Crystal Palace.
Who?
RC Lens have signed Odson Edward. Do we know a lot about him?
Yeah.
Yeah. £8 million we spent on that transfer.
Well,
that's a year ago.
Again, a massive cock up by the club. Obviously didn't do their due diligence properly. I mean, I was a big fan of his when he was at Celtic. I mean, I used to live up in Glasgow, and you know, he was revered up there, and you know, he did the business, and he didn't not only do it in the business, did it in Europe as well. So, you know, another guy with talent that, for whatever reason, the deal to Crystal Palace never really worked out that well, and for us to be paying 90 grand a week, which again was only about 3/4 of his full wages, wasn't it?
By the club.
He was on 120 grand, wasn't he?
Yeah, 100. Well, we paid 90 grand of it. He paid
3/4 of his wages, and you played. I think he played for about 21 minutes.
He's open for another week. That's how we could head over there.
Have you got Sky Sports on in the background there, Jack?
Locks is panicking.
He's gonna give himself a fucking heart attack, the poor bloke.
He's panicking.
Yeah, no.
Guys, hello. Leicester City Media Team. Windows.
Let's have a look. See if he's sent me anything.
Locks is panicking.
Windows shut.
The transfer window slammed shut. Lol, they are trolling. I think they're trolling us. I do.
Who?
Leicester City Media Team are by putting a Carranza picture out again. They've done everything else already. They've started just doing this to sort of settle the nerves a bit. They're trolling us a bit. It's like, okay, well, you lot think we ain't signed any more players. Well, watch this, in there. Watch this.
I'm telling you now, if those players, those 3 players, well, one of them's definitely signed, obviously been announced. Those 3 players don't sign for this club. You can blame Rudkin because they've had medicals.
Yeah.
So don't be blaming me, people.
A nice day of trolling. Leicester City Media Team.
Yeah, tis what it is. Look, listen, imagine how much more satisfying it will be in 2 or 3 hours' time when it's out. Rudkin out.
Oh, shit. Cameron, let's just see what happens in them 2 hours. Let's just wait. Let's just see what happens.
The thing is, even if it's look, it might not get announced till tomorrow morning. That's
as long as these deals are signed and the papers are signed and everything like that, they've got up till 9 o'clock.
And then they can announce it when the hell they like.
Praise him and then he ruins it. I don't think it's going to happen.
He can't listen. His life won't be worth living if he.
Let's not get into meltdown just yet. Let's see. You know what the media team's doing? They're having us on a little bit. Have we put the sheets in? We probably have. I don't know physically. I've not got bloody spy cameras at Seagrave to say they have or they haven't. So they obviously can. They can put the deal sheets in, which they have to do that before 7 o'clock. So if they've done that, then they just have to do the little media bits. They're probably still taking pictures of the players in the shirts. You know what they're like.
Oh, I'm getting it. I'm getting it here, mate. Getting earache.
Who from?
Off the locks.
Rudkin's probably ran out of ink in his pen. If we don't sign anyone else, at least we got rid of a few. It's a great window for me. I say everyone on this live should go to Seagrave. It's fine. I'm like, we can't be doing that. They won't let us pass the gate.
Jesus Christ. Lots is getting shits.
Deary me.
It is what it
Rugby
is.
watching Top playing his latest polo match. Maybe. I don't know. The media team's going to be watching these streams thinking they're having a meltdown. Let them just keep doing what they're doing and then bosh.
Yeah. You never know. They could be watching.
Ben Chilwell signed for Strasbourg, if anyone wants to know.
Permanent.
It might be a loan.
Another one who ruined his career, really, isn't it?
Come on, Leicester media team. What we got?
Oh, my God. Locks, man. He's sending me all sorts.
When did Paco Alcacer follow Leicester City?
Oh, I saw that earlier. I didn't know how it was.
Who's the third player?
When did Paco Alcacer follow Leicester City?
Oh, he's been doing it for years.
Really?
Yeah, he's followed him for a while.
Fucking hell.
Who's the third player?
The third player, what, out of the three that we've signed?
Oh, okay. So including JC. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. I didn't know if there was a third extra player coming in.
No, I think the club were looking at one or two more. Which still might happen, you don't know, because we're all a little bit in the dark on it.
Well,
I would imagine that the three that we've signed will be the three.
Some random with 9 followers was pushing it on Twitter. The only slight bit of comfort is no Leicester City journalist said that it's it for Leicester City signings. They usually do by now.
That's
do you remember,
true.
boys, when they was looking at the Stefano Sensi deal and then the Leicester City sort of journalists were saying, yeah, that's it. We're not signing no more players. The Sensi deal's completely off and that's done. We've had none of that. If these deals weren't happening, they'd have come out with that by now. Straight away. K-Bet is coming back.
I have to.
Filbert's the third player. I heard Filbert's gave me kicking. Thank God Fatawu is staying onwards and upwards. Exactly. At least some loyalty, Paul. Some loyalty in the camp. You know? Someone who actually wants to play for the club rather than someone who don't.
I'll tell you what, if everything is going to plan and etc., by the next league game, we could have some serious options in that squad. And it only took, say, 3 players. You know, I think it's took the pressure off of some of the younger, very young players, and I think it'll be beneficial to them as well. You know,
Correnza, James, and Ramsey. Whenever the 2 get announced, I think Cousin Dennis is our new striker. Unbelievable. Kidbo, just let it out the bag, mate, and just sit there and say you're going to be the new striker, new midfielder. You and Steve in the middle.
Mate, with my knees, I'd struggle to walk to the fucking goal. In fact, I'm thinking about signing up. I saw over the park where I go. I saw some old
all right, mate.
Playing walking football, and I thought, do you know what? I can't play football anymore. I quite fancy that, so I'm going to inquire about playing walking football. I quite fancy it. That's how old I'm getting.
Is that over 50s walking football?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, quite fancy it. Now I'm over 50.
I was like, are you over 50? If I say it, it sounds like I'm saying, you know,
Yeah.
if you are, it's an insult.
I knew what you would do. I knew. I'm 52 next month.
Oh, perfect.
This month.
Right.
Don't tell them that. It'll be
Sorry,
put on.
I'm only telling you so you buy me a present.
They'll make you the tea lady at the tea grove. Well, that age. Jordan James news. You know what the media team's like. I remember one year. Was it Harry Suter, Steve? They didn't confirm until later on, did they?
Yeah, I think it was.
Time, to be fair.
Harry Suter. Yeah, you just seen some big long legs go through a door in that rate.
Yeah, Adrian Silva as well. You know, he was registered. He was a late signing, wasn't he? in the window.
I'll send you it in chat. I've got a picture of me stood next to Harry Suter, and it literally looks ridiculous. He is fucking massive, literally massive.
It is incredibly funny that Emi Martinez hasn't left Villa after crying and waving goodbye to the fans and stuff, and now he's still there.
Right, give me a sec. Let me go and get my phone.
So,
Clipper, let's just sit here in silence. He said, "Talk to me." Let's sit here in silence and just wait for him to come back.
I can't do it, man. The awkwardness would kill me. So, if those 3 signings come in terms of scores on the doors for this window, given the outgoings and the incomings, how would you assess it?
I would say that the 2 midfielders, if they come in, they fit our system really well, more so than Skip and Samare, that's for sure. I don't think that Ramsey will play in that double pivot anyway. I think that'll be where Jordan Joseph plays. Is it Jordan Joseph? There's too many JJs in football nowadays. It's a real problem. But the Welsh lad, anyway, he's a fantastic box-to-box midfielder that will do the Dewsbury Hall role, which will be great. If Winks doesn't leave, I can see him starting next to him. And then, we'll probably see Ramsey playing in that sort of cam role to help the sort of wingers and link up with the striker. Overall, it's better than we were. Not having anybody through the door was worrying because the atmosphere at the club wasn't great and you need new players to come in and refresh that. That's for sure. We kept hold of Fatawu, which is the most important part of the window for me. I think if you will put a number on it, I'd say it's a sort of 7.5 out of 10 as a window. We probably would have liked to have seen a couple more players come in, but we still have the free transfers, so there is potential for us to sign more players anyway. But yeah, and if we end up losing fast to Turkey and whoever else to Turkey, go even Skip to get his hair done. I'm more than happy with it. It's fine.
Very harsh. Very harsh. It is what it is, though. I don't think anybody will be going to Turkey that we're going to miss massively. I don't think there'll be any player. I think what Marty's got in there now, I think he's got the core of a very, very, very good squad. And I would say, even with a 9-point deduction now, I would say I would be pretty safe saying that I think we're at least a playoff team, even with a 9-point deduction.
Yeah,
it's still got more quality than Ipswich and Southampton, if you ask me. And they will rise. Yeah. Pretty will rise.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, we'll take you as Soul, innit? If you want to go and score 7 goals more than Daka.
Oh, breaking Foss Hub news: Jordan James is a Leicester City player.
Told you.
Oh, I knew it was happening. I have faith. My boy Rudkin, I have faith in him.
Exactly.
So there's 2 out of 3. The third one, it better come off. No, it is. It is.
Everything's finalised, so there's 2.
Over the line.
The only one
Unless he's turned around and said, I'm not working with Rudkin or something stupid like that, and not signed on the dotted line. But the medicals are done. They're done. I mean, what's your opinion, Jack? How happy are you with it?
What window?
If those 3 are just the 3 that come in,
yeah.
Are you going to be really enthusiastic about the next sort of few months before the new transfer window? Are you going to be really happy about it? Because I'm buzzing for it.
Yeah, because I think we've got a good squad.
I think it's definitely improved. Definitely improved.
We won the last 2 games without Bilal El Khannouss. He's gone.
Clean sheets.
Ndidi hasn't featured this season. Mads Hermansen hasn't featured this season. Connor Cody hasn't featured. James Justin has featured only in a handful of games. Casey McAteer I think he's featured in about one or two, featured in about two, hasn't he? So
Yeah.
I think it's been a steady window. We've drained the swamp, is what we like to call it. I wish we'd done it a few years before, but we've done what we needed to do in this window. We're more about getting players out the door, and trimming this squad is what Martin needed to do. And we knew we wouldn't have a lot of money to spend, so loans would have probably been the best option, which is done. Jordan James will be a good acquisition. Aaron Ramsey will be good as well. I'd have liked to see us sign another striker potentially, someone like an Ivanovic or someone like that. But it is what it is now. You know, we've just got to back the Argentine who we've brought in from Feyenoord, who hasn't really had a great stint at Feyenoord. But you don't judge him from his Feyenoord character; you judge him how he does in the Leicester shirt. So I think we've done all right. We've got big money for these players we didn't think we'd get money for. But no, I think we're quite happy. If the Saudis want to come in and buy Daka, or the Turkish want to come in and buy Wout Fast, then it is what it is. You know, we've got a good enough squad. We've got a manager who wants to be here and wants to do well. So everything collectiveness, if Samare can keep his performances up and skip after Birmingham City, then I think we've got a decent midfield. We've even got Harry Winks as well, who's still at the football club.
Well, one thing you can say is there's competition in that midfield now, which really, you know, given on the manager's picks over the season, we were clearly lacking in the competition area. I mean, I did feel sorry for him at some point, because you were kind of looking at the bench thinking, how can he change it? What can he do to change it? Because the two or three permutations that he used were just not working. When permutation A wasn't working, you couldn't really see anything else, because tried and tested, it was not working. So at least we have that competition now, and I think that breeds that's healthy for this, really healthy for the squad. I would say 8 as well, because purely because of getting the players out that we needed to get out. I agree with that.
Steady window, 7 out of 10. Maybe Bilal was dragging the squad down and we didn't see it. Exactly. Man's through his prime, we've moved him on. I know it's not the loan deal was ideal for us, but we had to get rid of him. We had to. That's the problem. If you keep him beyond the transfer window, what good's that going to do for the dressing room and that? It's going to cause problems, because players are going to be like, well, I'm not playing with him. And it's going to cause unsettlement. And then he's going to be sitting in the stands, or I'll wait till January. And you're still paying him, Clibo. So we had to do something, and we had to act quick. And this is what they've done. And Stuttgart were just like, yeah, well, we're not going to give you money right now because we ain't got it. Well, you clearly have. I don't hide that £69 million, mate, what you just got for your striker. I'm assuming there's no deal sheets for the Championship. It's so nice. It's for everybody.
Yeah, so you have to bear in mind that the EFL is going to be very, very busy. There's a lot of clubs in the EFL that are trying to sign players on deadline day. So the 2 hours is effectively for them, not so much the clubs like Leicester. As long as the paperwork is signed and sent through to the EFL, then 2 hours gives them enough time to go through everything, ratify it, and give them the thumbs up. So, yeah, no, they'll be through. They'll be through the door. Won't be any issues, and we'll have 2 new players come the end of today.
And if this stream finishes about, I don't know, 7:45, then we'll start at 9 o'clock. We'll start the post transfer deadline day at 9 o'clock. We're not going to sit here to know. It's £5 million, Mick. It's 5 mil. 5 mil plus the 25 million euros. Well, 30 million euros on top of that. So decent money for Leicester. I don't know where Clibo's gone.
His tablet died.
Oh, that's no good.
Yeah. Oh God, I need to get some food in a minute. I haven't eaten yet. Ugh.
Yeah, Lox is panicking.
Nah, I'm fine.
What's the hold up? This is going to be a long wait till 9. Fingers crossed. Wait that we get these 2 players. Well, not bad. What is the hold up? The hold up's just media work. He's on the run after saying we'd sign 3 players. He ain't gonna be on the run. I promise you. Clibo, no, JJ's done. He is. Clibo does. He's not gonna lie about it, is he? If this Ramsey deal wasn't happening, they just said it way before 7 o'clock. How are we feeling, boys? Yeah, we're good.
Tired.
We're all right.
Tired, mate. I'm fucking knackered.
We're all right.
But yeah, confident. I've been praising you all day, mate. You've done a fantastic job, Mr. Foss Hub. If nobody's following, go and give him a follow on Twitter. He's a fountain for all Leicester City information, and genuinely an all-round nice guy. So go give him a follow. Oh.
Yeah, he's been busy, hasn't he?
He has, yeah. He's been trying to study for a test tomorrow as well as doing all of this. So fair play. If he doesn't pass, then we can all blame Leicester City.
That's it. Yeah. Fosterbar's been great this window. Dele Alli is on a free. Get him in.
No, he's not. He's not good enough anymore.
As long as paperwork is done in 7 o'clock after, thanks to the deal sheets, it's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey lads, 100% agree, Jack. Bilal, the rat, would have sat around kicking stones and brought the whole team down. Get him going. Good riddance. Exactly. That's how you deal with it. And Marty's dealt with it respectively as he can. He's actually put his foot down on it and said, this ain't happening. This ain't how it goes. You know, I'm the manager. You're not going to overcome over my head. You know, you either put up or shut up, or we get rid. And he's got rid because he's refused to play in that, which, you know, Marty's right to do so. Hopefully, in the next coming, offering Brownhill 100. I just think that's speculation, to be fair. I really can't see Leicester offering him £100,000.
I can. No. So it wasn't 100 grand. It was a wage, and then if we got promoted, it would go up to 100 grand. So probably like Cody, where you're on 70 grand a week, and then you go up to 100 from there. But I can see Leicester offering him that amount of money because let's not forget, this is Leicester City, and we make stupid decisions all the time.
If we're okay with PSR, then I'd sooner get over 25 million next year, so we don't have to worry then because we don't trust the board to spend it. I come with this board. Statue outside for Rudkit. I heard it's already in the building process. Not joking.
I'll be there. I'll be unveiling with my shirt on.
Banner for the next home game, Moy Rudkit. See, you can do it if you try. I reckon Jordan James potentially could be half-7.
Yeah, there or thereabouts.
And then the other one will be announced about 8 o'clock, maybe. And then we
can have to get them both done, you know, both signed and on the same time, you know, announce it together, then we can all go to bed. Don't have to worry about it.
I've never actually done that.
Yes. I'm sure we signed 2 players on one day and they did a joint signing, but it was. I'm so tired. I can't remember. Oh. 2. 4. You're in the lull now, guys. Everyone's sort of, you know, all the dramas happened, and we're all sat here in quiet, you know, nursing our heads.
Well, someone's just said to me, "Is that Gio legit about Jordan James?" And I've just said to him, he was the one that confirmed it to Leicester before. He was the one who confirmed that.
Yeah.
He's the French media, French reporter. Does it go on after 9 o'clock? No, I think it's up to 9 o'clock. Evening, fellas. Evening, Ed. How are we, mate? If we get James and Ramsey, there's no excuse to not get autos. Exactly. Guys, if you've not smashed the like button already, please hit it. We have been here for 2 hours, which is we do a lot of content, which is fab. And yeah, we are still waiting for the news on Jordan James and Aaron Ramsey. And it's not Aaron Ramsey who you think it is, by the way. Someone asked me earlier, is it that bloke who was played for Arsenal? I said, no. He was the reporter that broke the news. Yeah, the deal sheets only give you another 2 hours. Exactly. It's not the deal's going to be the issue. It's the bloody how they want to present this bloody media to Instagram and Twitter and that. That's what it is. They want to make it fancy as possible, you know. Might have to pay a bit of interest off from the Aussie banks. That worries me.
Nah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. You know, all the parachute payments have gone towards that. I think we're okay for PSR this season. I think it will. And bear in mind, we've got January as well, and also June to sell players. So I think we'll be okay.
I should have gone to the training ground. It's only 10 minutes from me. I'm not going to bloody let you in. The last Carranza photo was him in the old Walker's kit. Is that a hint at the new sponsor, I wonder?
No, it won't be Walker's Crisps, that's for sure. Sorry to dash your hopes, lads, but it won't be Walker's Crisps. It will no doubt be some sort of Thai gas company or betting company or something like that. That's for sure.
How many likes have we got on this stream?
We are at
64. Right, let's get 36 more and let's get 100. Have we got Aaron Ramsey? Well, it's going to be confirmed.
Yeah, he's come out of retirement. Outstanding midfielder, to be honest, coming out of retirement. I know he scored a couple against us in the past, didn't he? He scored when he was in the Championship last time. But Cardiff has said he's a good player, and even at his age, I think he brings experience, and honestly, I think he's going to fit in well in that sort of skip role. He's got the legs for it still, by all accounts. I mean, they're old legs, but he's got the legs for it. He's good at passing, and he can hit a penalty. So I'm all for Aaron Ramsey signing on the dotted line.
Bloody hell.
Can you tell we're all tired?
I've been bloody at it all day on Instagram, and that's crazy. People keep messaging me, what's happening? What's your source said? I said, not a lot. I said, I know these deals are done. I said, I've messaged even other journalists and that I've been talking to today. So
just Mick, it won't be PepsiCo because they've just got rid of a load of employees. So I very much doubt they'll be going on to sponsor Leicester City after letting some people go.
Tell you lot, 2 Championship would be in the same places as points deduction or not.
I think we walk this league now, to be honest. I think we've started so well. We've reinforced. We've brought in some good players. I think that this is it. We're gonna walk it.
30 seconds until James. Oh, we hope so. I think didn't we announce Correnza at about 4:30 of about 4:30, were it? 4:30?
I don't know, mate. They all blend into one nowadays. All these transfer announcements. There's so many, isn't there? All we know is that he's here. But speculation, look, you'll probably see him in at 8:00, but they're done. They're done. I believe in Clibo, and if not, then we'll find Clibo. We'll. Oh no!
Whoa.
Fucking Apoku's joined Newport County.
Oh,
fuck you, Leicester, you bastards!
Nathan Apoku has joined Newport County on loan till January 2026. God's sake.
Just what we wanted to see.
Actually, they actually announced Carranza at 3:30. 3:30 today.
Mm-hmm.
Not 4 hours ago.
That's
we've just got to bloody 7:30.
The shithousery from Leicester City is fantastic.
For God's sake, man. I said a play would get announced at 7:30, not bloody Apoku, man. I want an incoming, not out. Come on, Leicester admin, wake up.
That's great. I can't wait to see the comments on that post as well. Can you just announce John James? Fair, bro. Like you're trolling. Why are you telling us at 7:30 on deadline day, for fuck's sake? Announce James.
Jesus Christ, man. Admin had us in bloody stitches.
But to be honest, how many times have we had admins that just can't get the joke? They're doing really well at this one.
Cameron, also, 10 o'clock at night, I believe it was. The 12 o'clock, that one. They are trolling. They are.
I will also say that I like the way the club has set up their sort of social media pictures this for the games and stuff. It's all very good. Oh, right. Well, on that bombshell, Jack, I'm going to go and get some food.
Lovely.
So I will be potentially back later on.
Yeah, all right. Cool.
See you later, buddy. Bye, guys.
Cool. Right. So, what do we do? Do we stay live or should we just come off and then let it announce itself? What do we reckon? Because we've got to come back for 9 o'clock and do the post review of the transfer window. So, yeah. Guys, hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and you haven't subscribed already. Please get down and do so. Stay to wait, I'd say. I've got dinner actually waiting downstairs. Man's cooking. Let's turn down the approach for Page from Arsenal. Come back at 9. Yeah, I'd say so. Right, we're going to come off. Opoku is the latest one to go into Newport till January 2026. So, yeah, big up everyone. Get a cuppa and come back. Yeah, I'll see you like 9 o'clock for the late night whistle. Be there or be square. I'll catch you soon. Take care. Hit a like on this video. If you enjoyed the stream, appreciate it.